Someone asked me to do a flip through of my journal that I made for a dear friend of mine. Um, on the cover, I just made stenciled watercolor ground so it would absorb the watercolor. It raises it up, it's like a paste. Then I embossed silver around it, just here and there, and then added a little blue shimmer to match these little paper beads I made. These were from a lot of the glitter papers you got from the dollar store scrapbook and didn't know what to do, so I made little paper beads. And then these are pearl and crystal, and then this is crystal beads and silver, and a little dangle, which is removable. This is from a necklace that I had that I used the little Tim Holtz little screw things that they have. This is the back cover. Sari silk, that's a purplish black. Here's the cover again, and I just embossed clear over this with little white speckles. I don't know if you can see that, but I love that look. I did it on the label too. I colorized this black and white photo to kind of match. And then just craft paper. And I do quilting and just quilted some of these things together and then printed out on book pages. This is a flap of an envelope with material on it. And then stuff in there. Little flip through of personal pictures. And then little paper clip that's decorated. Little belly band. Little book that I made with my stained papers and sewed it together, and little unicorn and just little things to write on. And then I made this. I don't know why, what that's for, but I thought it was pretty. Well, I don't want to go back in there right now. Sorry about my hands. I have a problem with this hand. Little heart that opens up so she can write in that, and then it ties. And then I love doing quilting with paper, so I quilted this little paper things, and I do the quilting on that too, and then emboss little papers to write on. And I have a lot of material, so I made this little ribbon, coffee stained, little lattice pocket, another little quilted tag. Sorry again about my hand. And just picture with some layering of paper. This little book I hand stitched, Velcro on and off. This is her little granddaughter. I put little wings on her and some papers that I splattered and made. And these are stained papers I made. And this is material. This is embossing. Tim Holtz. People, what do you call it? Paper dolls. And then just printed out paper, a little dangle, coffee stained, little Tim Holtz. This is all sewn with different papers. I love copper, and so does she, and the patina it gets. So this is made from a coffee filter, and I just embossed stuff and made it look like patina. Again, sorry for my hands shaking. Stained papers with little sarcastic remarks. We're sarcastic with each other. We were co-workers, so she'll find them funny. Little embossed papers with some personal photos. I have some more in there, but I took them out for the flip through because they were personal. Vellum picture raised up a little bit so you can see the flowers in the background, little lace. Here's some more of my stained papers, and then I painted a little. She loves lavender, so I did a watercolor painting, and then you can stick pictures in this. And this is just paper sewn into a ruffle and some ribbon and coffee stained papers. Again, Tim Holtz. Just paper with little brown paper ripped on it, little brown lace. It's just a little pocket and little shaker cards that I made. I did a little tutorial on that. I make these out of googly eyes and just pretty pictures that I printed out, and then I use Krylon clear to make it kind of thick and a little bit shiny, but it protects the ink on there so it don't fade quick. I did that with all the pictures. a little pocket with a little notebook I made and some more pictures that I did. Little paper flower stamping, inking, and then just paper that I sewn on there, and another little ruffle I made out of sari silk. Like I said, sorry about the hand. Little dangle, inking, little pocket, little flip through with personal pictures on it. It flips through and does the waterfall thing. And then some inked and stenciled papers. Again, quilted papers. This is material. These are papers. That's material. A little lace. Coffee stained. And then these are papers that I put on with a little paper clip that can be removable. Tim Holtz, just some papers that I ripped and inked. These are stained papers that I used with watercolor stain and granulation medium. It granulates the pigment in it, so it creates these beautiful spotted looking things that pulls the pigments apart. I love that stuff. Little pocket with stuff in it that I sewed together. Another little ruffle I made and put little pearls and sequins on it. Again, this is some of the stained paper with watercolor that pulls the pigments out. I just love that. That's a Daniel Smith watercolor. One of the, I forget what it's called, mineral ones that had different minerals, and it just pulled all the different mineral colors out of it. I just love it. See how beautiful it looks, marbly, just love it. Again, I use granulation medium in it, and I don't know what else, I'm sorry. I had a stroke and I have trouble thinking fast, so I'm trying to do this fast. And just little lace and paper, and then did a little pearl, and then we can flip that down and put it over that. Just printed out stuff. Little pockets I made with personal pictures, a little bit of lace, paper, again on one of my stained papers. These I made just sewn on little pictures in this pocket. This is washi tape that I didn't use because kind of weird looking washi tape for, like, I don't know, and I just put it on paper and then embossed it, and then I sewed other different little papers and material onto paper. Made a little paper embellishment, another little dangle, paper clip, little pocket sewn on, and another little coffee filter flower, some of my stained papers just for her to write on, and printed out on book page, embossed papers in the background. Sorry, my hand. Paper that flips up, just splattered gold on one of these stained papers. Again, see how it pulls out the pinks and blues. Just love doing that with watercolors. Little pocket with another little shaker card. This is printed out on an old bed sheet that I ran through my Epson and then sewed it with some little lace and just paper. Oops, sorry it's taking so long. Lace and stenciled stamp, little paper clip that's removable, belly band, and I painted, just splashed on colors to make it match, and I put a bunch of goodies in here for her to use in the journal. Just splashed on colors to kind of match it. And then I made this little paper doll myself and put this little Siri skirt on her. More stained papers, a little envelope with little personal pictures, stamped and splattered with gold, printed out on paper, little thing, and Siri silk, little accordion heart in there. And then this is some paper that I had from a book, but I put the watercolor ground on there and then inked pink ink around the raised roses. And that's just something she can write on. I just thought that was so pretty. Stamped. And then I made these little bookmarks sewn with papers. These are hand-dyed papers. And just sewed it together again. Here's some more of that. It's raised up, just stuff she can write on. and then quilted papers and material together to make this pocket. Little paper flower, little sari silk ribbon. Now I got something personal that goes on this page that I have to put on, but I haven't put it on yet because it's personal. And then this is like a 3D. I cut it out. If you see, 3 times I printed it out and cut it out to give it kind of a 3D effect with the woman, the suitcase, and the little rack. And then my stamp that's handmade, and back. And that's it. And I'm sorry it took so long, and I'm sorry about my shaky hands. But that's it. And she really loves the colors purple and pink, and I just thought the black lace would look a little better than the white lace. But a lot of the things I did, I just made MasterCards with material and papers, and made my MasterCards and cut that. I got a few watercolor paintings I'm going to be putting in there too that I just made little watercolor paintings. Sorry it took so long. Hope you liked it.